Ever wondered what it would be like to live on a planet that's Earth's bigger, heftier twin? Not just a little bigger, but twice its size. Let's call it Mega-Earth. What would change? Well, pretty much everything. If Mega-Earth had the same density as our planet, the surface gravity would be double what we experience. So, if you weigh 150 pounds here, you'd feel like you weigh 300 pounds there. Forget about your morning jog. Just getting out of bed would feel like a full-body workout. This isn't just about feeling heavy. This is about rewriting the rules of physics, biology, and geology. On this supersized world, the very ground beneath our feet would behave differently. The immense gravitational pull would reshape landscapes, challenge the limits of life, and create a world both alien and eerily familiar. So, buckle up, or rather, brace yourself, as we take a journey to a planet that could have been, and explore the mind-bending consequences of living on an Earth twice its size. The first and most immediate challenge on Mega-Earth is the crushing force of gravity. It's a constant, relentless pressure on everything. Let's start with you. Every step would be a struggle. Your bones and muscles would need to be incredibly dense and powerful just to support your own weight. Think of the strongest powerlifters on our planet. That might be the baseline strength for an average person on Mega-Earth. We'd likely evolve to be shorter, stockier, with thick, robust skeletons to prevent our bones from snapping under the strain. Our hearts, the unsung heroes of our bodies, would have to be extraordinarily powerful pumps, working overtime to circulate blood against twice the gravitational pull. The risk of heart failure would be a constant concern. And it's not just about us. The entire animal kingdom would be a gallery of gravitational adaptation. Forget graceful, leaping gazelles or soaring eagles. Flight as we know it would be nearly impossible. The energy required to achieve liftoff in a denser atmosphere with double the gravity would be astronomical. Birds, if they existed at all, might be more like feathered gliders, using their wings to coast from high places rather than for powered flight. Instead of towering giraffes, we'd see creatures built low to the ground. Imagine something like a six-legged rhinoceros, its extra limbs providing more stability and distributing its immense weight. The rule of the land would be simple: stay low, stay strong, or get crushed. Even falling over would be a life-threatening event. A simple trip could result in shattered bones. Life would be lived in the slow lane, cautiously and deliberately. Now, let's look up. The sky on Mega-Earth would be a different spectacle. The stronger gravity would hold onto a much thicker, denser atmosphere. While more air means more oxygen, it also means more pressure. The air pressure at sea level could be several times that of Earth's, akin to being deep underwater. This would have some strange effects. Sound would travel differently, perhaps making everything sound muffled or distorted. The sky itself might not be the familiar blue we love. The denser air would scatter sunlight more effectively, potentially giving the sky a permanent, hazy, reddish, or even purplish tint, especially during sunrise and sunset. Weather on Mega-Earth would be extreme. The thick atmosphere would trap more heat, leading to a supercharged greenhouse effect. This could mean much higher average temperatures across the planet. Storms would be terrifyingly powerful. Hurricanes, fed by the dense, warm air, could become continent-sized monstrosities, with wind speeds far exceeding anything we've ever recorded. Rain wouldn't just fall. It would plummet with intense force, like a constant shower of tiny bullets. Breathing this thick air would also be a challenge. While rich in oxygen, the sheer pressure could be damaging to lungs not adapted to it, leading to conditions like oxygen toxicity for any visitor from our Earth. The world would be a pressure cooker of volatile and violent weather. The very face of the planet would be sculpted by this immense gravity. Forget majestic, jagged peaks like the Himalayas. On Mega-Earth, mountains would struggle to exist. The planet's own weight would press down on the crust, making it difficult for tectonic plates to thrust upwards. Mountains would be limited in height, appearing more like massive rolling hills or plateaus rather than towering spires. The tallest peak on Mega-Earth might only be half the height of Mount Everest, or even less. The landscape would be flatter, more compressed. Conversely, valleys and ocean trenches could be significantly deeper. The immense weight of the ocean water would press down on the seafloor, causing it to sink. The oceans themselves would be different. With a surface area 4 times that of Earth's, they would be vast and imposing. But the water would be stratified by pressure in ways we can't imagine. The pressure at the bottom of Mega-Earth's oceans would be so extreme that it could form exotic types of ice, not from cold, but from sheer compression, creating a layer of ice 7 at the very bottom of the deepest trenches. Life in these oceans would be confined to the upper layers, as the crushing pressure below would be inhospitable to any life form we know. What about the planet's internal engine? A larger planet means more internal heat left over from its formation and more radioactive elements decaying in its core. This would fuel incredibly active and violent geological processes. Volcanoes on Mega-Earth wouldn't just erupt. They would explode with unimaginable force, spewing ash and lava across vast distances. These supereruptions would be far more common and could trigger global-scale extinction events with terrifying regularity. Earthquakes would also be far more powerful. A magnitude 10 or 11 quake, capable of shaking an entire continent, might be a regular occurrence. The very ground would be unstable, constantly shifting and reforming under the immense internal and external pressures. Living on Mega-Earth would mean accepting that the planet itself is a dynamic, violent, and unpredictable force. So, would intelligent life even be possible? It's a tough question. The constant physical stress, the extreme weather, and the geological volatility create an environment that is incredibly hostile to the development of complex life, let alone civilization. Any intelligent species would need to be masters of engineering and biology just to survive. Perhaps they would live underground to escape the harsh surface conditions, building reinforced cities to withstand the constant earthquakes. Their technology would be shaped by the tyranny of gravity. Instead of skyscrapers, they'd build wide, low structures. Transportation would likely rely on powerful ground-based vehicles rather than flight. Ultimately, a visit to Mega-Earth would be a humbling lesson in the power of gravity. It shows us how delicate the balance of forces is on our own planet. Our Earth is in a Goldilocks zone, not just of temperature, but of size and gravity too. This perfect balance has allowed for towering mountains, soaring birds, and a species capable of looking up at the stars and wondering, what if? The world of Mega-Earth, with its crushing gravity and violent temperament, serves as a stark reminder of just how lucky we are. Our world isn't just right. It's a paradise, perfectly tuned for the life that calls it home. Thanks so much for joining me on this cosmic thought experiment. It's fascinating to think about how one simple change can create a completely different world. If you enjoyed this journey into the what if, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our universe. Let me know in the comments what other what-if scenarios you'd like to explore next. Stay curious, and see you in the next video.